Oh, yeah. Looking good there, Aaron. How you doing? Welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. Bob and Justin are here right now, and Aaron. Aaron will be making an appearance later on. Talk about the game. Tell us why you played so bad and why the Jets suck.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I mean,
well, they do.
You wouldn't have a picture of Aaron Rodgers on there if you didn't think he was cute. So
no, that's just for your benefit, bro. That's just for you. That's your boy, not mine.
No, it's for you.
Not mine at all.
That's for you.
We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Go to oddsjam.com right now, and don't forget about BetBucket, the picks, Sports Nuts picks, 7-day free trial. Even got a Black Friday discount still there. Black Friday 75% off for 3 months straight. So, hello. How are you?
Same old.
So here's my question to you, all right? At the beginning of the season, would you have penciled in the Jets to be 3-9 at this point?
No, definitely not.
And can I tell you something? Me either.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Did Breece Hall disappear?
Well, yeah, they haven't. He hasn't really done really much. Actually, I'm interested. Let me go look at his stats right now. He's had a couple good games. He played well against Indianapolis, but yeah, I should have given him the ball more. Only 12 carries. He was averaging 5 yards per carry. Yeah, I should have ran it a little more than 12 times, in my opinion. But
yeah, no, I'm with you 100% there, man. I mean, yeah, it gets back to what we were saying about Derrick Henry. Same thing. Breece Hall, 12, so 5 yards a carry, and the guy only touches the ball from the line of scrimmage 12 times, and he's only targeted once in the passing game. Why? That's just stupid.
Well, it's come down to coaching. I mean, Jeff Ulbrich is obviously not a good head coach. He's a good coordinator. That's fine. You can't have him as the head coach next season, obviously.
The Ravens, on the other hand, did give the ball more to Derrick Henry. 19 carries and 3 receptions. But
that's good for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, that's good. But Saquon Barkley had 23 carries and 2 targets. So he had it 25 times too. I tell you what, I really think that the guy needs, like Breece Hall needs to have it 20 times out of the back in the backfield, getting a handoff. That's what I think he needs. And so does Henry, and so does Barkley, and those kinds of guys. Breece Hall's a game changer, man.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that, but I guess they're not really able to run block for him. So
I don't know. 12 carries for 60 yards, 5 yards a pop. That's pretty damn good.
Well, yeah, that is true. I don't know. I think it's punt time for the Jets. You gotta get a new head coach, and you gotta rebuild again. So
yeah, season is over for the Jets completely. I mean, it's to the point now they're not even worth talking about. I mean, they were done. Even if they beat Seattle, I mean, Seattle's good. They're still an 8-loss team. It was going to be a miracle for them to have any chance. Yeah, terrible.
What is up? Ace too ashamed to show his face. Why? Because of your Titans?
Yeah, well, I get it.
They didn't tighten up. They tightened down.
Yeah.
Hey, the Jets are doing crappy. Look where I'm still here. What's the big deal? I mean, come
That's
on.
true. That's true. But you're a Chargers fan, really. You're really not a Jets fan. It's
Well,
not like you love the Jets.
no, okay, yeah, I'm a Rodgers fan, but
Right.
he's on the team, so
Yeah, I know. Well, there's not much to be. Aaron needs to retire. I mean, it's time. Just go away.
well, I want him to give it another year, but if he does, then it is.
Okay. Well, then
what it
you're going to
is.
see more of the same. He can't move like he once did, man. That's what made him as good as he was. Is the fact that he could roll out, get away from the pressure, and throw on the run accurately. Okay. Plus, he had some pretty damn good receivers throughout the years who made some catches along those sidelines. Who was the tight end that he used to have when he first was when he first started with the Packers, Mike?
It may have been Jermichael Finley.
Finley, yeah.
I would say.
That sucker would catch that ball on the sideline. It looked like it was being thrown out of bounds, and he'd leap up and catch it and come down with both feet. I mean, he had some.
He had good chemistry with the receivers he had, whether they were top tier receivers or not. He was always able to develop chemistry, and that's what makes quarterbacks great is when they can take guys that may not normally be good receivers and can make them, really, really good and can make plays with them. I mean, that's what makes a great quarterback. And obviously, Jermichael Finley had a ton of talent, but he fizzled out eventually. Not sure if injuries got him a little bit, but he certainly fell off. And he just had good chem. I mean, look at Jared Cook. He had Jared Cook, and Jared Cook was known to be
a dropsies, man.
Drop machine. I mean, dropped everything. Yeah. He got some chemistry with Rodgers, was catching the ball. I mean, he made some big catches for the Packers, as unreliable as he was anywhere else. He comes to Green Bay. All of a sudden, he looks like a good weapon to have. Well, that's because Rodgers made him a good weapon, and that's what great quarterbacks do is they turn guys like that. And now you're like, shit, maybe Jared Cook is pretty good. Nah, he's not. He just looked good there, Then he came to the Chargers, and he did okay with the Chargers a little bit, but he started to fall off a little bit like normal.
Yeah, and then Brian Gutekunst came in and ruined it.
So let me ask you guys this, all right? Greg Jennings,
what's up, man?
Rodgers.
How you doing?
With Greg
he
Jennings.
Played with Rodgers, right?
Yeah, that was right when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, pretty, 8,291 yards in his career total, but most of those yards, he had 3,000-yard seasons with the Packers. Actually, from 2007 to 2011, he had 920, 1292, 1113, 1265, and 949 with touchdown catches of 12, 9, 4, 12, and 9. So
James Jones was a pretty reliable weapon for him. But again, I don't know that those are guys that would have been. Now, I think Randall Cobb would have been a good receiver probably anywhere with, he would have had to have a good quarterback, obviously. But I think Jordy Nelson was a good receiver and Randall Cobb all along. They were good receivers, but and probably would have had success, wherever, assuming they had at least a decent quarterback. But I think you got to give Rodgers credit for making do with those guys for sure. But
we're
just at a point right now for him where, who knows? Who knows?
He needs to go.
Well, and he may make that decision himself.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
I'm just telling you, at his age, a torn Achilles, Justin.
Yeah, well, you know what though, football players, if they come back from it, they usually come back after the year, like 2 years after the injury. So maybe that's part of the reason he wants to give it one last year to see, hey, maybe this will heal up, and maybe just. Well,
the good news is he's not re-aggravating it. He's not hurt again. So there's certainly signs that would say, okay, well, maybe another off season, it could get better, so that's the good thing. And I think that's where it's at the point in this season. Why even be out there at this point? The only risk now is he gets hurt again, and then his career is over. If he screws that up again, he's done.
Right. Randall, what idiots sign Rodgers next year? Loser.
Somebody's going to take a chance on him. They will. If he's available, somebody
you
will.
Hate this, don't you? Jeff?
Maybe the 49ers will. Maybe the 49ers will. Maybe they'll sign him.
Maybe.
He wanted to go there anyway.
I wanted him to go to the 49ers back in 2017. If he would have went there during that time, I'm sorry, they would have won at least 2 Super Bowls. I'm sorry, but
okay.
And then back in yes, Bob, you mean to tell me that Rodgers would not be able to win a Super Bowl with that in 2019?
You said 2.
Yeah, at least 2. At least.
I think you're crazy.
I think you're crazy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want me to
because
give you a bouquet of flowers?
He wasn't winning 2 Super Bowls anywhere else. He wasn't going nowhere and winning 2 Super Bowls.
Okay, well, at least one.
Okay, he may have won 1. I'll give you that, okay? But 2, no. I think you're over. I think you have this guy on a higher pedestal than he needs to be on.
He was the MVP of the league in 2020 and 2021.
Okay. But winning an MVP in the league doesn't get you to win championships, man.
Well, he was the best.
He's got a problem being a team guy right now. I'm going to tell you that. I think he's a cancer in the fucking locker room. I've listened to his press conferences, and you know what? He's not taking the blame at all. There's 11 guys out on the field. No shit. But you know what? What could you have done better? You're a leader. You got to express that. I'm sorry. I don't see the leadership there right now. I think he's stuck on himself a little too much.
Well, who would you say is a better leader? Like, who would you say, like, okay, I wish Rodgers was more like him?
Me right now? Well, there's no better leader than Mahomes. He just goes out there and does it all the time, man, no matter what happens.
Well, yeah, Mahomes is dominating this.
The next thing you see him like this after a play's over and he's pissed because, the lineman didn't block, somebody. He gets up and he's doing this. He wants that play in his ear.
Everybody does that. Come on.
Oh, no, not Mahomes dictates it. Like immediately. He knows. He doesn't want to waste any time. He wants to be able to get that play set. He's leading the coaching staff at times too. Honestly, he's best. And Josh Allen is another one. I think Josh Allen is a very good leader.
I've seen Patrick Mahomes spaz out and puss out tons of times.
Yeah, but the thing is in their interviews, they take accountability. Some of these guys, they're at least taking accountability. Rodgers has gotten to where he's not really taking any accountability at all.
That's the problem.
And that gets to where it's like, okay, man, I get it to an extent, but you shouldn't be the one to say it. Let other people say that for you. Let other people do the defending, and all that. You just, accept it as a team, take some blame yourself, even if it's not your fault. Look at Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell took the blame for that disaster for the Raiders. He said it wasn't the center's fault. He said that was on him. He said, it was on me. He said, I screwed that up. If anybody's looking for somebody to blame me. That's a kid that's had hardly any action in the NFL. And some of that may have to do with, he's not really in a position to be blaming his teammates when he's a nobody. I get that part of it, but it's what you got to do sometimes, is just take accountability and take the blame. The quarterback's the one getting paid the big bucks. Chances are they're going to take a lot of the blame. You want the money? You want to be paid like the quarterback? then take the blame like you deserve. I mean, that's just the way it goes. You can't
They
say,
always
well,
said-
that's unfair. What's unfair? The quarterback's the highest paid position on the team to some other
They always
players.
said quarterback got too much credit and too much blame is always because they were the highest paid player. It's always been that way. And if you ain't got tough skin, too bad. Okay.
Well, I'll give you
He
that.
screwed up his relationship with Danica Patrick. That's what happened.
Okay. Now you're going too far, because here's the other thing that I do not give a fuck. I'm just like, I do not give a shit about what Rogers. When did Rogers' personal life become a part of everybody else's business?
I don't know. I'm just saying that just to get you going, man.
Well, fine. You wanted a reaction, you got it, because that was old news, and the old news.
You took that bait pretty good, man. Thank you.
The old news gets me going, because some of the stuff Rogers has had to deal with back in the late 2010s and even the early 2020s was just bull crap.
Let's talk about our parlay, which Mike was not a part of.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We lost 2 games, Dallas and the Ravens. Except when I put it in, there was no way I was picking the Giants.
Well, who was on the Giants? I'm just curious.
Well, it was Jabari and PhD.
Yeah.
Sorry, PhD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good. I mean,
we had to go to a coin flip.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I couldn't ever rode with the Giants.
No.
A part of me wanted to pick them in terms of how it was set. The game was set up, but it was like the Giants just can't compete with anybody.
No,
both
they're
of
terrible.
them.
All right.
No, and I get it. Dallas was coming off of a big win against Washington. Maybe you think to fade them the next week, but not against the Giants. If they're playing someone else, I probably would have agreed. But against the Giants, I mean, they're resorting to Drew Lock now, man.
And now let's talk about another quarterback who cost. Right now, I'm telling you right now, I would be looking at $1 turned into $700 if the Ravens would have won.
Okay, and I liked Philly.
Of our picks,
I kind of liked Philly. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Philly, but no, I'm not. I'm just saying.
But we picked really Lamar. We picked Lamar. I liked Philly too, but we picked Lamar. Lamar Jackson is not a good deliverer or passer of the football. I am sorry. He has got all kinds of athletic ability, but there's too much sidearm crap going with him. And when he sidearms the ball the way he does, it sails on him. He had sailing. When you throw sidearm, it does have a tendency to sail on you when you're throwing a football. It's different than throwing a baseball sidearm. Totally different type of motion. And Lamar Jackson, you want to talk about it? Everybody's talking about him being MVP.
I mean,
MVP, don't you?
There's only one guy that's got more passing yards than him and touchdowns, and that's Joe Burrow.
I don't
know why you're hating on Lamar.
What difference? Oh, whoa.
Yes, thank
you.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow is 4-8. I don't give a shit how many touchdowns he's thrown.
Well, and Lamar's 8-5. So how is that making?
I'm telling you, Lamar Jackson cost them that game yesterday. He looked terrible.
No, I don't think that's all on him. I disagree. I can't blame the whole game on Lamar.
When it comes down to the big games, Lamar don't come through, boys. You're going to find it out in the playoffs.
They didn't have Mark Andrews last year.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about now.
They have a winning record, and like Mike said, he's got Joe Burrow's the only one with more passing yards and passing touchdowns.
Who cares? Joe Burrow's 4-8. That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, because his defense is awful. That's not yards. It's the worst take you've ever had in your life.
Well, too bad. That's what I think.
What do you want Joe Burrow to do?
Yeah,
I'm clueless.
Yeah, you are.
You're the one who told me when we were talking about picking between the Giants and Dallas, that Dallas hadn't won at home. Okay, trying to talk me out of Dallas, and I was on Dallas. So don't give me that crap, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, again, that's comparing apples to oranges, man.
I don't
We're
give
talking
a shit.
about
Lamar Jackson. Look,
we're talking about a pick.
I was watching the football game with my buddy yesterday, and I'm telling you right now, both of us looked at each other and said, "Why is he throwing sidearm all the time? He's terrible when he throws sidearm like that. It's like he's got to wind up and dude.
I don't know. However, he's throwing has got him the second most passing yards and the second most passing touchdowns in the NFL.
It sure couldn't get him a completion in clutch time yesterday. Couldn't get him a completion in clutch time. Okay. And Justin Tucker sucks too. You're absolutely right about that.
Well, yeah, if you're going to blame one person, blame him. Come on.
Justin Tucker didn't give him any clutch time to the key there. What clutch time? There was no clutch time.
No, they were playing for. They were behind. They had one. What were they up 3-0? Was the only time they had a lead.
They were down by 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Justin Tucker couldn't make a damn kick.
Clutch time. The whole quarter's clutch time.
Lamar put him in field goal range. Your kicker's got to kick a field goal.
You guys can all piss off. Okay?
McPherson
cost me $700 fucking dollars. All right.
Well, this is your worst. This is your worst take that you've ever had in your entire life. Purdy is behind it. This is ahead of that. This is the worst take you've ever had in your entire life.
Me and my buddy both said, "Oh, he can't throw the ball sidearm very good, can he? Because every time he threw the ball sidearm, incomplete, sailed." Jesus Christ, you guys!
But he's got the second most passing yards and passing touchdowns in the NFL, but he can't throw the ball.
Shit. I'd rather have Josh Allen.
You're basing it off of a couple of drives. A couple of drives in a game.
I'd rather have Josh
against
Allen
a good football team.
And you know what? I may even take the tush push guy.
Jalen Hurts over Lamar? You're insane.
Who is Lamar Jackson throwing to that is in comparison of AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and has Saquon Barkley in the backfield?
AJ Brown has been hurt. He's got Derrick Henry, so that's a wash. Sorry.
Okay.
That's a wash.
So is Zay Flowers up there with
AJ? And he's got Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews has taken a step back.
And what's Hurts got?
He's got AJ.
Smith?
Yeah,
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
AJ Brown's been hurt half the time. He's not the receiver that he was last year. So what's he got for tight end?
He's still there.
Goddard better than Andrews?
Goddard.
No.
Right now, Goddard is better than Andrews.
If it was me, if I'm picking a team, I'm picking Andrews over Goddard.
Well,
I mean, for sure, but I don't disagree with that. But receiver-wise, I mean,
did you not hear me? He cost me $700 fucking dollars. I could.
Well, I feel like that's influencing your.
Yeah, it is. It's causing him to.
You're absolutely 100% right. It is. It cost me $700, and I wanted to take the friggin' Eagles. And I should have just took them too, but I didn't. So, anyway, that's going to now be the third money line NFL parlay that we put together that we've lost 2 games in. That's pretty darn good. We got to hit one of these.
Well, yeah, the Broncos haven't I mean, if the Broncos lose tonight, then you can't just blame Lamar because you would have lost because of Denver. So,
Denver's going to win the game tonight. Come on.
Look, I'm rooting. I hope the Browns win. I'm rooting for the Browns, man. I want the Browns to beat Denver. Why? So this take can become that too. That helps the Chargers out, and I'm concerned that the Chargers will screw around and end up.
You don't ride your Chargers. You ain't no Chargers fan. I never see you put no money on them.
Because I'm a Chargers fan.
5-1, baby.
What was your record with them the last 4 years? Hey, what's the record with them the last 4 years? If you're such
I didn't
exactly. You lucked out this year, bro. You lucked out this year because normally you'd be 1-5 with the Chargers. You'd be 1-5. And if it ain't for McPherson missing 2 field goals,
did you see that?
They lose against Cincinnati.
Randall says I'm the best. So there you go.
He's trying to use that as an insult.
Let's get Steven Batza a Stevie B parlay. I'm tired of talking to you guys now.
Well, I'm glad it's flipped on you now, not me.
I don't give a shit. I can take it. You cost me $700. You're not very good, in my opinion.
But he hasn't. You Broncos have. You've got the Broncos counted as a win.
Fun. That's a done deal. That's a done deal. All right, Stevie B parlay. You know what? NHL. I'm going to start her off here, and I'm going to take the Rangers on the money line tonight against New Jersey, who, by the way, has faltered to the point that Washington has taken over their division. Rangers money line. 3 picks for Stevie B.
Okay.
I can go next.
Go ahead, Justin.
Give it to
me. Give me the Timberwolves on the point spread.
That point spread has gone down. Was like 8 earlier. It's now 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That should be pretty good.
Lakers, they're struggling with Utah, aren't they? They're barely able to beat Utah for some reason. That's last night, barely beating them by 1 point. And then that last time they played them, they won by 6, but Utah ended up making that thing interesting.
Yeah, they did, for sure.
You going to take NFL, college basketball, Mike?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the NHL. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Dallas on the money line tonight.
Okay. That line's come down too. That was minus 135 early in the day.
Anybody like the Blackhawks money line tonight at plus 350 or something?
All right. Rangers on the money line, T-Wolves minus 7.5. Stars money line, Stevie B parlay. There you go, Stevie B. There you go. All right, let's look at where we're at. I'm guessing the line is still 6 on this football game tonight.
Probably.
Yeah, 6.5. So, yeah. I honestly, I'm not sure that the Broncos cover this, or has Sean Payton just worked a miracle and just totally pull the wool over the eyes of everybody else in the NFL.
Well, if you don't think Denver's covering this spread, then you're guaranteed that Denver's winning this game's not looking too hot or sounding too hot because
they're
they're going to win by 3 points.
Yeah, maybe 1.
Well, if it's that close of a game, they could lose it straight up. So,
all right, there you go.
Yeah, I think so.
Why not?
I think so. Browns money line, maybe.
Line for parlay. It's a lock, he said, because I was trying to juice it up, man.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
All right, take over, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the EV page real quick, man. You have just had some of the worst takes of your life.
I'm not backpedaling on the Broncos. I think they're going to win the game. I just don't know if they cover the spread. What the fuck is wrong with that?
That's already a 1-score game at 6. So if it's going to be less than 6, this thing's a coin flip. A lock is now a coin flip. It's a coin flip now.
First of all, I said they're winning.
All right, let me jump into this.
Said lock.
You've contradicted yourself.
Never said lock.
Enough. Mute him. Enough.
I'm out.
We're on the EV page. Goodness.
Oh my god,
man! What a take.
Yeah, he's been going off today.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert over 24.5 PRA looks pretty good at minus 110. I know it's Rudy Gobert. He worries me, but I'm gonna roll with it. It does have good value. Shoot, this line's changed on us though, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to minus 120. I'm not touching it at that price. Let me refresh again. Okay, Dalton Connect. Hey, this is on Circa. Probably move real quick here. Minus 115 over 2.5 threes for Dalton Connect. You like that, Justin? I kind of do.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. You're not getting too much sharp action, but yeah, I'd say why not? At least put 1 unit on it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you look at Bet Rivers at minus 130, DraftKings just ripping you off at minus 175. I definitely think that's something worth jumping on, to be honest with you.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I used to think DraftKings was sharp, but they're not. But you can still use them as a a guide, I guess, for your bet.
Yeah, I mean, that play, there's not a lot of action on it, really. I mean, you only have a few books that you really want to compare the value to, but I still think I'll roll with it. Now this, let's make sure that changed. Damn it, man! They took that thing down completely on Fliff and Bet MGM minus 140. It's gone. That was Naz Reid for 11 points over 10.5.
1x bet is there, of course, but
yeah.
Those guys, I tell you.
I took Highsmith over on his PRA at 11.5 already. I did take Randall over 32.5 on a PRA. I did take Cortland Sutton over 69.5 receiving yards. Feeling pretty confident with that one. Bam. I'm kind of okay with this. Taking him on an under here. They're playing Boston. Boston, tough loss there against Cleveland. That was yesterday. I know Boston's on a back-to-back, but so is Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they played Toronto. I'm going to roll with it, under 33.5 for Bam. Value is there. I'm going to trust it for sure. Let's do another refresh and see if there's anything. I mean, there's tons of plays out here. Obviously, I'm skipping over a lot, but most every one of these are worth jumping on at some point. I mean, DeSumo over 3.5 assists. Damn it. Look at that. Now it's minus 150. You can see why it's so important to move. I skipped it. I should have moved when the minute I saw it, and I didn't. Now I missed it. Because look at it. It's minus 150 now. We would have got minus 125, but I skipped it and took a couple of other plays.
That's story of your life.
Huh?
Story of your life. Day late and $1 short.
That's right. Now this line for Naz Reid has moved to 11.5. Remember, we just saw it at 10.5, and we missed the boat on it. They've bumped it to 11.5 on MGM and Hard Rock. They were offering 10.5 at this same price, I believe. So we gotta get it at 11.5 instead of the 10.5, which isn't great. But you know what? I'm still gonna go with it. I'm not shying away from it. I'm gonna go ahead and ride it at 11.5 rather than. I mean, I can't ride it at 10.5 now. I missed the boat. But we'll do that on MGM for sure.
Hey, who scores touchdowns tonight, guys?
Nick Chubb.
Oh, yeah. Got that. That's in the
video.
video.
I'm sure he's getting in. Man, yeah, I don't know. I don't know for Denver. I'm not sure how much I trust Denver tonight, like some people. Some people think Denver's a lock. Kind of scared here for Denver.
What about Cortland Sutton?
That's the only guy that comes to mind. But
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate it for going with Sutton, but
what about Bo?
No,
I
wouldn't say so.
Okay, well, he's capable,
Well, yeah, but he's not really a rushing guy. I would say
no.
No, I'm not sure how many rushing touchdowns he has on the year, but I mean, anything's possible. But I mean, if I were to ride with a rushing touchdown for Denver, man, I don't know who I would go with, to be honest with you guys. I mean, who's really getting the bulk of the action? Javonte Williams, maybe?
I really thought Javonte Williams was going to have a better career than he did. I thought that guy was just going to be a all-star back, but no.
Yeah.
It's just not it.
I don't know. I don't really know who I like I mean, I think you could look at Sutton. I think Javonte Williams is worth a look too, probably. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know on Denver tonight.
Okay, on Denver. So the reason I said this about Bo has 64 carries for 300 yards this year, guys. 4.7 yards per carry and 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the 16 thrown. So, it's really good odds. It's like plus 320.
Yeah. Damn, that line changed too. How about Anthony Davis? 27 points tonight, over 26.5, minus 110. Circa. I think I could ride that.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think we'll ride that and we'll call it a night there, and we'll see if this lock of the night that we've been hearing about is really.
I don't remember anybody saying lock.
The Broncos. Lamar Jackson cost you a parlay.
Drew Lock don't play for them anymore.
Drew Lock does.
I mean, oh God! Get your locks together, man.
Well, I'm just saying, you said Denver's already got it in the bag. I mean, Lamar cost you that parlay. That's what you said.
I think Denver
before this game's even been played.
Get straight. Denver's going to win, is what I said. I never said it was a lock.
Well, then,
I never said they had it in the bag. I said Denver's going to win. There's a difference, okay? Y'all need to learn the English language.
Bob, if you're solely blaming Lamar Jackson and the Ravens for costing you the parlay, Denver winning tonight is as close to a lock as you could ever imagine.
I agree
by
with
that
PhD.
statement. By that statement, that's the lock of the year.
No, I never said that.
But you did by claiming that Denver is going to win because the parlay's busted from Baltimore.
But it's not a lock of the year. Anyway, let me get the PhD, and since you're wanting to argue,
if you already have a game determined before it's even started, you already got Denver penciled in as a win. If that ain't a lock of the year, I don't know what is.
Jerry Jeudy revenge game is a good pick.
I agree. And that's bad news for people that are riding Broncos money line heavy tonight.
Why? I mean, it might be
going to go off. He's going to go off.
It might be 21-14, dude.
Well, then you just said you didn't think Denver would cover the spread. 21-14 covers it.
I really don't know. I really don't know.
What you do know is
I know Denver's going to win.
Okay, I'm going to finish real quick without being interrupted, I hope. I'm going to finish this statement. This is as close to a lock of the year as you can get. Well, here's why. Based upon what you told us, you said that Denver was winning this game. Your parlay is busted because Baltimore lost. So this game hasn't even started. So what up? Thank you, 1889.
Yeah, what a name.
What a great name, and Bob will gladly be a friend. He's a friend till the end, man. Hit him up
later.